Hey, all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another T&I quick review. And for today, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new DC Multiverse, the Joker Death of the Family figure. So this figure I thought was supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. It's listed on the Walmart website, has been for some time. I believe it was briefly available for purchase on there. It is listed as a gold label figure on the Walmart website. However, on the actual packaging, there is no indication of it being a gold label figure. But I thought this was supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. However, I actually got this figure off of Amazon. It was $21, so I figured, what the hey? I think it was a third-party seller that was selling it, but basically it was for retail. So I was like, I'm going to go on and get it there, since I have not been able to get it off the Walmart website. So again, I'm not entirely sure. I think technically this is supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, but again, I got mine from Amazon. So the figure comes packaged in the same style that we see with all the DC Multiverse figures, though again, as I mentioned, there's no indication of this actually being a gold label figure, even though that is how Walmart lists it. The figure is clearly displayed. You've got the Multiverse logo and the Joker name down below. On the side, you just have the name. On the other side, again, the name in big text. And then on the back, you have a look at the figure. And then down below, you have a look at other figures in the line. All right, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so real quick before we get to the figure, I noticed on the back of the packaging this little sticker here that says distributed by Bandai UK. So I'm thinking this was probably not meant to be sold here in the US on Amazon. It's probably got a mix up, and Amazon, it was only supposed to be sold on Amazon UK. Outside the US, it's probably not a Walmart exclusive. I didn't pay any kind of extra shipping. I paid actually no shipping because I'm an Amazon Prime member. It did take a little bit longer. I think it took about a week once I ordered it to actually get here, but it was free shipping, and I paid $21, which I believe is like $1 more than what it cost on the Walmart website. So I do think here in the US, this is supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, but I got lucky. Now I checked on the Amazon website, and the figure is now currently listed as sold out there, and whether they make it available again or not, I really don't know. Okay, so now for the figure itself. We have it out of the packaging, not a whole lot in the way of accessories, which is pretty typical with these DC Multiverse figures. You get the standard circle base figure stand, and then you get the art card, which is the same image as on the back of the packaging. You have the little bio on the back of the card there. And then your one weapon accessory is this axe, which is actually pretty cool looking. The blade is obviously shaped like a bat. It is done with a metallic silver, and you've got some line work sculpted on there. And then you have just the brown plastic handle, which does have some sculpting detail. So again, overall, pretty cool looking weapon. Definitely something you might see the Joker use. In fact, I'm guessing in one of the comic book stories, you did see him use this. And then for the figure, he can hold it only in his right hand. He has one grip hand, so you can put it in the right hand. He does actually hold it pretty tight there, but the left hand is open, so as I said, you can only get him to hold it in the one hand. Okay, now for the figure itself. So the thing that probably attracted me the most to this particular figure was this head sculpt. I really like, this idea where he has like the skin, where the skin has been removed on the front of his face, and then he uses like staples to keep it in place. So you can see here, he's got like the staples here, and I believe it looks like, these are kind of keeping his mouth open. So he's got that really big smile. I'm not familiar with the actual story that this figure is based on. I've not read it, so I assume that it is fairly accurate to how he appears in the comics, but I couldn't say that for sure. But overall, I do like the detailing. You've got the white, which of course, is in keeping with the Joker, but then you have some red wash around the eyes, so like giving you that kind of bloodshot look. And the eyes themselves look pretty detailed. And then he's got, again, the really big grin that looks like it's being held in place with these staples. And then he's got the teeth, which are individually sculpted in his mouth there. So overall, that really looks good to me. And then you've got, the skin where, the skin's been removed. So you've got the up here around the skull and the hair. You can see that. So that looks pretty gross. He does have some white makeup there on that portion. Of course, he's got the green hair. I guess it's supposed to be a strap. So I guess it's the strap that actually keeps this piece of skin that he's using kind of as a mask over his face. I assume this is actual real skin and not a mask, but knowing the Joker. But he does have this strap that goes around the back of the head. So I guess the staples are keeping the mouth open so he can have the grin, and then the strap is keeping the piece of skin over the face, so it's like a mask. And then he's got for the rest of the figure, I like, this is the look I prefer with Joker, the purple suit. He's got the black shirt, the green tie, he's got the big lapel flower, which is on the right side of the figure. Usually he keeps the flower on the left, but with here, I believe, I'm assuming that's accurate to the comic. And then he's got the white gloves. He's got the tails. He's wearing that tuxedo type coat with the tails, which is done with a rubber material. And then this midsection, like we see with pretty much all the figures, it seems like these days, is done with a rubber material. So I always wonder if that's going to stretch out at some point. When you bend the legs up, that kind of bunches that up. But and sometimes it almost looks like he's kind of wearing a diaper, but still, for the most part, I think it comes off looking pretty good. I often worry that, that rubber is just going to stretch out over time on these figures. And then he's got the purple pants. And then, of course, he's got the classic black and white shoes, which looks pretty good as well. So overall, to me, again, I'm not terribly familiar with the actual comic book story this figure is based on, but I just thought it was a pretty cool and kind of terrifying looking Joker that I wanted to add to my collection. So this figure stands just under 7¼ inches tall. And then for a quick comparison, here's a look at the most recent Batman figure that I just added to my collection, the Rebirth Batman. So you can see here that Joker here is actually a little bit taller than Batman. Now for articulation, you can turn the head to the left and the right. If you turn it too much, the head has a tendency to pop off, so it attaches with a ball joint, so just note that. But you can turn the head pretty good to the left and to the right there. He can look down pretty good. He really can't look up though. He can only look straight ahead. Then with the arms, he can get the arm out good. He's got good rotation there. The coat is a separate piece. The sleeves are sculpted, but you can technically remove the coat if you wanted. And it actually looks like he does have a butterfly type joint there. So you get a little bit of back and forth movement there at the shoulder. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got a double hinged elbow, so pretty good bending there. He's got rotation with the hands and the hinges on the hands, so good up and down movement. He does have a midsection joint, so he can rotate there. He can pivot to the left and the right. He really can't crunch forward, though, and doesn't have much in the way of back movement. A little bit, but then you get some gappage there. And then you also have the waist, so you can rotate at the waist, and you can kind of pivot to the left and right, and he can bend forward about that much, and back about that much. With the legs, he can do the splits pretty good. You have that standard kind of thigh joint up high there, so you do get some rotation there with that. You get a double hinged knee, so he can bend his knee pretty good. And then with the feet, you've got some up and down movement. You've got a little bit of ankle pivot, and you do have toe articulation with this one. And 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like this figure. My only minor complaint is with a lot of these multiverse figures, I do worry about this rubber kind of crotch section and that getting stretched out. But otherwise, I think this is a pretty nice figure. I like the sculpting detail. The paint applications are pretty solid. I really like the way the head sculpt looks on this one. You get the axe accessory, which is pretty cool. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I do believe that technically this is a Walmart exclusive here in the United States. It is not currently available for purchase. The figure is listed there. And even like the other week, McFarlane had said something about it coming soon. So I think it will be made available at some point again on the Walmart website for actual purchase, but right now it is just listed and not available. As I said, I got lucky and was able to grab it off of Amazon, but it is not currently available there either, and I don't know if it will be again. But if you are able to get your hands on this figure, then I do recommend that you check it out. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Stay safe out there, guys, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News Message Boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.